What if I told you that the most advanced technology in the universe isn't found in machines, computers, or artificial intelligence, but inside you? What if the greatest processor ever created has been working since the day you were born, shaping every thought, every emotion, and every version of reality you experience? Today we explore a question that fascinates scientists, mystics, and futurists alike: AI versus the human brain. But the real mystery goes far beyond computing power. It touches the very nature of consciousness itself. Artificial intelligence can process trillions of bits of data every second, but the human brain receives an estimated 400 billion bits of information from the environment in the same amount of time, and only 40 bits reach conscious awareness. What happens to the rest? What reality exists outside the narrow window of what we perceive, and what would happen if we could expand that window? The human brain is not merely a receiver of information, it is a creator of reality. Everything you see, hear, taste, and feel is not happening out there, but inside your mind, generated through patterns of neurons, memories, beliefs, and expectations. The question is no longer, how much can the brain process? The real question is, how far can it go when consciousness expands? This is where science meets the mysteries of the universe. In quantum physics, a phenomenon known as the collapse of the wave function reveals that particles exist in multiple states until they are observed. It is observation, the act of conscious awareness, that stabilizes reality. Does consciousness shape the world around us? Does the observer influence the outcome? Is the mind more powerful than we have ever imagined? Ancient spiritual teachings spoke of mentalism. The universe is mental, all is mind. Thousands of years later, modern science begins to ask similar questions. Is the brain a generator of consciousness, or a receiver of something greater? If the human brain accesses only a tiny fraction of the information available, what lies beyond our current perception? Are intuition, creativity, and inspiration simply forms of higher data we have not learned to interpret? Many believe humans use only a small portion of the brain's true potential. Not in terms of physical usage, but in terms of access, awareness, and depth. Like a supercomputer running basic software, the brain operates within limits that may not be biological, but perceptual. Who created those limits? Nature, society, or our own beliefs? When we meditate, raise our frequency, or quiet the mind, something extraordinary happens. Perception expands, intuition sharpens, creativity awakens, time feels slower, consciousness feels deeper. It is as if we begin accessing a broader layer of reality, one that artificial intelligence cannot touch, because AI processes data, but it does not experience meaning. AI calculates possibilities, but it does not collapse them into purpose. AI analyzes pattern, but it does not dream new ones into existence. AI follows rules, but human consciousness has the power to transcend them. So when we compare AI to the human brain, who truly wins? The machine may be faster, but the mind is limitless. The machine may compute, but the mind creates. The machine may learn, but the mind imagines. The machine may respond, but the mind awakens. Perhaps the greatest mystery of the universe is not found in algorithms, in quantum fields, or in distant galaxies, but within you. Because the real question was never, how much can the brain process? The real question is, how much of your inner power are you ready to awaken?